Now, here's the thing though, a lot of salespeople, and if you're this way, man, salute to you, but hey, you need to really understand the effectiveness of working on a weekend. A lot of people look at the weekends and are like, no, those are my days. No, I'm not gonna work on the weekend. My company should provide for me on the week. I already work for them for the entire week. Then you're coming from the wrong place. If you're not working on the weekend, that's fine, but you have to understand what you're swapping it for. So if you're saying, okay, I got my kids, I just had a baby, then that's a viable reason not to hustle on the weekend. But if you're like, no, I can't work on the weekend because Friday nights we go out drinking, or Saturdays, I gotta rest up because Saturday is my nightlife, or we're going to the club or whatever, then that's probably not a viable reason. But you gotta earn your stripes, you gotta earn your pipeline. It's much more fun to party with a fat pocket rather than partying living check to check. Believe that. And so when you have the self-awareness and you're really true about it, and you really sit down and think like, okay, well, what's the reason why I truly don't want to go on the weekend? And it's because morning cartoons, or it's because you like to sleep in an extra couple hours, then you just got to be able to justify it, my man. You got to be able to justify the reason why you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And if you're leaving a lot of money on the table because you want to go Netflix it out all Friday night, or you want to go play the new Modern Warfare, right? Then you're basically saying, hey, I don't need the extra couple grand. I don't need the extra couple sales. I don't need the extra momentum going into the week, because on a Saturday, you're gonna get so much momentum going into the week. Imagine that, right? Like you work Saturday and then you go into a Monday knowing that you already got 3 extra sales stacked on for the week. How powerful is your confidence gonna be? How much stronger is your mindset gonna be? It's gonna be flawless, right? You're gonna have more pep in your step. You're gonna have more momentum going in, and man, does it feel good, because you're way ahead of everyone else. It's very much like a morning routine. For those of you who watch my channel and you kind of follow the content, you notice that a lot of times I'm doing a lot of content in the morning, right? And this is why I'm coming home from the gym, is because it's part of my morning routine. Yeah, I did slide off a little bit, and you will get there at times where, sometimes you fall off on your routine, but that's fine. As long as you pick yourself back up and you get back on the track, you're gonna be okay. It's just human nature. Sometimes you wanna rest, sometimes you wanna, splurge or spoil yourself, but you gotta earn it first. And see, I've earned it, boo-boo. If you're able to earn your stripes and you're able to earn the privilege to splurge or relax, then go ahead and treat yourself. But if you're not at that point yet, and what I'm talking about not at that point is where if you don't got a fat pipeline, if you don't got fat pockets, if you don't got good reserves in the bank, and you don't, like you're stressing or you're counting the minutes down to payday, you haven't earned your stripes yet, boo. So you got to get in until you fit in, right? You got to get to where you're going, and you're not going to be able to do that if you're swapping a very highly productive day like Saturday just because you don't want to give up This Is Us, just because you don't want to miss an episode of The Real World or some you got to really understand what you're exchanging it with, because the time that you have and the time that you spend as a salesperson is going to completely determine what your income is going to look like, what your success is going to look like, what your lifestyle will look like.